good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Let's take a second about Arizona State. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. On the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people...
Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lost a throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Ncaa. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Sun Devils have it with a first and goal. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ncaa. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. He's at
so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Turns it on at midfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Key. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. That pass falls incomplete and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to throw again. The screen, he can go. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Using his feet. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout, think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
At the 45 on his way. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No. Don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Open space in the 25. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He wants to change this route. Going to look downfield again. The throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's key.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. Running into the open space. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
will put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I can give them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for 6. Knocked away. Incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, this has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Takes a handoff. It's Stoneburner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Stoneburner. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Snap in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either. That's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early. And
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. He's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He'll set up to throw. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ncaa. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the 2-point try. number. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. Right midfield. He's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offensive tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he just kept rolling, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lindsey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they're able to get him down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the right balance.
Deep in the red zone, but
kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Zips it out to his man. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The option look. Not a lot of movement on that one. defense in position. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Running the red zone, it's Ncaa. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Roberts. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Roberts.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Caught over the middle. It's Mooney. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Motion from the wideout. They want to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lindsey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Arizona State.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved,